Welcome to the space where reflection meets accountability, where real conversations challenge the way we think, speak, and show up in the world. This is a place for growth, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. So take a breath, slow down for a moment, and let's get into today's reflection. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Rosie, and thanks for joining me on Elevate and Glow. Episode 10, The Knot of Unresolved Pain. You ever notice how the same situations keep showing up in your life? Different people, different circumstances, but somehow the same feelings, the same frustration, the same disappointment, the same emotional reactions. And you wonder, why does this keep happening? I've been there, thinking it was bad luck, thinking it was other people, thinking it was just how life is. Until I realized something. Those patterns, they're not random. They're connected. And it brought me back to the kite. Because knots that are ignored don't go away. They tighten. And every time you try to move forward, they pull you back in the same way. That's what unresolved pain does. It doesn't stay in the past. It shows up in your present, in your relationships, in your reactions, in the choices you make. Not because you want it to, but because it hasn't been processed. That's the knot. And this is where it gets real. Because untangling this knot isn't quick. It requires honesty. It requires you sit with things you've avoided, feel things you've pushed away, acknowledge things you've tried to move past. And that's not easy. But it's necessary. Because you don't break cycles by ignoring them. You break them by understanding them. By asking, what is this pattern trying to show me? What haven't I healed yet? And slowly, with awareness and intention, you start loosening the knot. You respond differently. You choose differently. You experience differently. And one day, you realize something. The pattern isn't repeating anymore because you're not the same person anymore. You faced it. You felt it. You worked through it. And now, you're free from it. So if something keeps repeating in your life, don't just look outward. Look inward. Because your healing is the key to breaking the cycle. Thanks for listening. Until next time, stay aware, stay grounded, and keep growing. Elevate and glow.